Hello, everyone. It's Erica here from Me Too Paper Crafts. Tonight's Paper Pumpkin Night. Check out this cute box. Sadly, mine came a little crushed. So I don't know what happened to it, but it's broken at the top, which is too bad because when you get a cute box, you kind of want it to come in pristine condition. But this is a little broken, but we're going to go with it. Now, I know from experience that if I called Stampin' Up or emailed them and told them and showed them a picture of this box, they'd send me a brand new kit. They're so good that way. So if your box is crushed, they will send, even though there's nothing wrong with the contents, you can still make the projects, they will send you a new box. They're that good. They stand by their products. That's why I absolutely love working with them. So good evening, everyone. I hope somebody or some of my followers follow me tonight. I didn't really send out a reminder. I mentioned it on Monday, I think, in a post that I would be coming live tonight. And here I am, and I'm so excited about this kit because it is reminding me that Easter is coming up. So we're going to unbox this. It's come with some nice, so you don't often get white tissue. Tonight we have tissue paper. I keep all my tissue paper. I love because I to package up a gift, typically in a nice little bag that I've made. I like to keep the tissue, and I've got all different colors of tissue, all from my Paper Pumpkin kit. So I try and open it so that it doesn't get ripped. And then I just fold it up and I put it with the rest of my tissue papers. So Paper Pumpkin every month comes with different colored tissue paper. So I've got lots of different colors now. Okay, so that is a sales pitch for the tissue paper in the Paper Pumpkin box. There we go. Now I'm excited about this kit because I also have a stamp set. This came out, I believe, last year, and they carried it forward into the annual catalog, and it's just an adorable bunny set, specific for Easter. It says Happy Easter on there, and it says an Easter treat for you. Enjoy all the little moments. You're a friend like no other. It's a new day, and it's got some adorable bunnies, and it comes with a punch. I didn't bring my punch here, but it has a punch. It's got a cute little butterfly. It's got a carrot. It's got some grass. It's got some flowers. I've seen people put these flowers on top of this bunny's head, almost as like a little crown. It's got some cute little Easter eggs and a little bird. So it's a really, really cute set that may complement this set. All right, so let's crack this open and see what we have inside. All right, now I believe this is going to make cards and a little treat box. So here's the instruction sheet. Paper Pumpkin always comes with an instruction sheet and something also very interesting. This is new. This is the stamp artwork. This is brand new. I've not seen this before. Maybe this is to help you keep a record of the stamps that you get in your Paper Pumpkin kits. Yes, that's brand new. So it's got a bunny. Happy Easter, springtime greetings, welcome baby. It's a cute little bird. There's some daffodils and a bunny. So adorable. So from the look of this, this bunny is different from the bunnies in this stamp set. So I don't think they coordinate as far as using the punch is concerned. We've got some tear and tape. We've got some linen thread. We've got some white embellishments, and we've got two types of adhesive, well, three types of adhesive. We've got the tear and tape, we've got Stampin' Dimensionals, and we have glue dots. So three different types of dimensional or glue adhesive. All right, let's take a look at the instructions and see. I'm just going to pull up my Facebook page on my iPad to make sure I'm live. Just bear with me for a second. That's funny, I can't find my page. Okay, something's changed with Facebook yet again. I can't find my business page here. It's kind of weird. I'm pretty sure I'm live though. All right, let's continue on. There I am. There I am. I am live. Okay, good. All right. So what is great also in Paper Pumpkin, they will tell you what all the coordinating colors are on the back of this pamphlet here. So it says your Stampin' Up! Colors are Berry Burst, Crumb Cake, Daffodil Delight, Early Espresso, Garden Green, Granny Apple Green, Pecan Pie, and Petal Pink, and Berry Vanilla. And the reason they do that is so that if you want to not necessarily make the projects as they come in the kit, you can vary them up. And so you can pull in lots of other card bases, different colored card bases if you want. So let's see what we've got. I like to start. I'm going to make one of each project. And also new is a slimline card, it looks like. So that's kind of interesting. They give you some alternatives that you can make as well on the back. So we've got some cards. We've got some cute little, looks like bags, and a slimline card. All right, let's get started and see what we've got. Let's make this card the first thing. And the color for stamping, it comes with a little ink spot, Early Espresso, but I've got my larger ink pad, which I prefer to use. All right, so these are the little bags, I think. Nope, these must be the slimline cards. So there's 3 slimline cards. And then this is a little box or a bag. Not sure what it's going to turn out to be like. Okay, so there's 3 of those. And then we've got some die cuts. So we've got some grass and a wreath. Okay, and then we've got envelopes for the larger cards with a beautiful Granny Apple Green envelope liner inside, and that's for the slimline card. Those are adorable. And then we've got regular sized envelopes with some more gingham inside, Petal Pink. And then these are the other cards with little bunnies on them. Okay, so we're going to start with this card, I think. And we're going to set these aside. So we're going to fold this over, and then we've got more die cuts here. So for this first card, it looks like we need this pink piece, and we're actually going to put a greeting on here. And then we need, so we've got the bunnies on here. And then okay, I've already come up with some confusion here. I'm looking for something that they put on that bunny. Let's just look at the picture here. So these are the bunnies. Oh, it looks like they add some daffodils along the bottom. But But it looks like there's a frame on there, but I'm not sure where the frame is. Oh, here it is. I think this is the frame. Yes, so we're going to take this off. So you're just going to pull this centerpiece out. So it includes a bit of grass in there. You just have to pull this all out. So be careful when you're pulling it. They usually come out really easily. Oh, look at that. There's your frame right there. That's very sweet. Okay, so it says the first step is to stamp Happy Easter. Okay, so let's find, I'll need a block, and here's the stamps. Happy Easter. Okay, now the first time you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, you will get an acrylic block in the kit. And then after that, they don't send any more blocks, just your very first time. Okay, so I'm going to mount this on this small block here. And I'm going to use my early espresso. And I think I will make my screen and I'll pull down my camera so you can see better what I'm doing. There we go. All right, so Happy Easter. Now I'm going to stamp this just to see how it stamps. When you first get photopolymer stamps, sometimes there might be some kind of a finish on them. So I like to stamp it and sort of get it seasoned. I love that font. It's very pretty. And I should use my silicone mat as well. Have a bit of a cushion under here. So let's ink this up. Okay, there we go. Happy Easter. Let's close up my ink pad. Okay, so we want to use, the instructions will tell you which adhesive to use. So on this frame, we're actually going to use the, I'm going to open up this little package. Now, I get Paper Pumpkin every month, so I've got tons of adhesives to use. So rather than use these up, I'm just going to pull out the ones that I already have, because I have lots. Okay, and I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool. That's the wrong one, because I need this pokey end to pull these off. So I just lift it up from underneath. I'm going to put one in each corner. And I'm going to put a couple on the sides as well. And then how you take these off is I poke and lift, poke and lift, poke and lift. Okay. off the last one. All right, so let's take our card. And also, before we start, I want to use my bone folder and just give this another crease, just so that the card lies flat. Here we go. Okay, so this is the second step. First step was to stamp the greeting on that ribbon. And then we're going to place this on the card. That's very cute to give it a bit of a framed look. And it's got the grass underneath it. Look how cute that is. Okay. Now these, in the picture, it says to use the dimensionals. So that's what these look like. So the adhesives that come in the kit are also available online. So that if you do other card making, you can get the right adhesives for the project. So that's ready to go. And then we've got some daffodils to put on. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 daffodils. So I'm going to use yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to take, this was what the frame was on. You're going to take this center daffodil from that piece, and then from this piece, you're going to take these 4 daffodils so that you have a total of 5. Okay. There we go. Okay, and we've got our bunnies. We've got some cute little flowers down here. Now, all of these are also on dimensional. So I'm going to turn these all over. And then we'll put more dimensionals on here. Okay. All right. So I'm just looking. There's some daffodils that are trying to watch which daffodil I put where. So this little guy here is going to go down here, right at that rabbit's foot, like so. And then we have another one that's like that, and it's going to go over in this corner right here, like that. Oops, I didn't take the backing off. Okay. And then we are basically putting daffodils over. We're adding 3 daffodils to the top here. So I'm going to do this one here. And this one here. And this one here. And then we're going to take our greeting, and we're going to put our greeting So I actually stamped this upside down. This goes like this in the picture, but I've stamped it upside down. So I don't think it really matters. I'm just going to do it the opposite way. There we go. And so that's all you need for this card. Note, there are some white gemstones on here. So these are just like little white dots. These are in a tiny little package. So we'll take these out. And then I'm going to use the other end of my Take Your Pick tool, which has this little bit of putty on here. And I'm trying to look carefully at where they put these. So we've got a large one here. And another one like here. And then we've got one here. And we've got one down here on the grass. And we've got a little one over here. So a little sprinkling of gemstones. And there's your card. Look how cute that is. Gives it a little bit of dimension. And then what I do is I often will take a coordinating color of cardstock and I will make myself a layer 4 by 5 1/4. Let's see, what is the size of this? Sometimes the paper pumpkin cards are a little bit bigger than a regular. No, this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Perfect. So I would put a layer 4 by 5 1/4 and then another white layer on top of that. And then do a bit more decorating inside. So that's why it's kind of handy to have this set, because I can add a bit of grass on the inside and some carrots or the bird or another bunny rabbit, okay, or the eggs, whatever. I can just decorate it the way I want it to. And if I want, I can take this little butterfly and I could also stamp a couple of butterflies on here. Okay, so you can dress it up if you have an appropriate, or I should say a coordinating stamp set. So pull out whatever old supplies you have. If you have Easter supplies, pull them out, and that helps decorate the inside of the card as well as the envelope. So this is the envelope here. Okay, now we do have some extra stamps in this, so if I wanted to, I could stamp these daffodils on the envelope and also on the inside of my card and then color them up, either with my watercolor pencils, or I could color them up with my blends. So I want to get the fronts of the cards done, and if we have time, I can do a bit more decorating. But I'd like to just show you how the card basically goes together first. Okay, so that's project number 1 done. Okay, so let's take a look at project number 2. Is this adorable slimline card. Very cute. We're going to be putting that wreath on there. All right, so this is the card here. This cute little green card. Let's see, what size is this? This is 3 1/4 by 6. Yeah, 3 1/4 and 6 1/4. Okay. Now, as a matter of fact, today I made the same size card, just so happens. I have it right here. I can show you. I think I have it here. Yeah, this card. I made this card today all by hand. So this is, again, 3 1/4 by 6 1/4. I'll show this to you. And that's using the Stippled Roses stamp bundle with the free paper that you can earn during Celebration. Celebration is ending the end of the month. So we've got a few days left to earn free products. And then I made this envelope to coordinate with it. So that's a mini slimline card. So cute. It's nice to get away from a standard A2 sized card. All right, so here we're using a different greeting banner. And it goes like that. And then we want springtime greetings. So we're going to open up our ink pad. And I'm going to grab this stamp. So this has got two different fonts on it, which is fun. That just fits. Okay. So again, I just want to grab my scrap paper. I'm just going to stamp this a few times. There we go. So after that now, I'm going to set that aside. Next, we're going to take this little card off here with these adorable little ducks or chicks. I think they're chicks. And this is going on here with dimensionals. Okay, so you got to watch your instructions because it will tell you which adhesive to use. So we want to have this stand out on the card. And I like to put a couple in the middle to prevent it from bowing in the middle. Okay. So this is pretty well centered on this card. Like so. All right, next step is we're going to take this wreath here it is over here. So we're taking this out. And then this card or this die cut piece is pretty well finished. That will be trash. Okay, so the wreath is actually going on flat. So we're going to put a number of the glue dots on it. So again, I need my pokey tool. And we're just going to put, let's see, they put them at the top and at the bottom, not all the way around, which makes sense. So we're going to do the daffodils top and bottom. Okay, so you're going to put them on the daffodils here. Because it's this is higher, you're not going to stick the wreath to the sides. So you're just putting them on those daffodils top and bottom. Okay, so poke and remove. There we go. So nice to see springtime stuff. I've noticed in the neighborhood, we've got our snowdrops are up. They're actually almost finished. Okay, the daffodils are going top and bottom. So we're going to lay this right around those little ducks. Look how sweet that is. Oh my goodness, so sweet. Okay, and then we're taking our greetings, and the greetings are also on dimensionals. So we're going to put a couple on here. And this is going, oh, we're covering up some of the daffodils. That's kind of sad. But that's what we're doing. We're covering over those bottom daffodils. Okay, so there's this card, and there must be some little gemstones on here. Yes, there are. So we've got some gemstones. We've got 3 or 4 or 5 on here. Okay. So we're going to do this one. Now, you can, of course, you can put these wherever you want. But I like to follow the pattern for you guys just to show you. And it's kind of hard to see which are the small ones and which are the large ones. But I think this little one's going here. And then we've got a couple down here. I'll do a large one and a small one. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. There must be 5. Yeah, there's one up here. Yeah, you put gemstones on in odd numbers. So there's the second card. Is that not the cutest thing? Look how cute that is. So when you hear people talk about alternatives, what some experienced crafters do is they, rather than do the card as it is, why do you want to waste the back of the card base? So what other demonstrators may do is they may cut this off, put this on another card, and then lay this on a card base that you create on your own, because you don't want to waste that beautiful paper. So that's very often what happens. And they will even take the envelope. If the envelope has a pattern inside, you see this pattern goes all the way down to the bottom. They will take apart this envelope and use this as designer series paper on a card. So you can always look up paper pumpkin alternatives to see to get some ideas of what other people are doing. So I often will make, the first card of each project, and then I will make some alternatives. Anyway, so here's your first card done, and the second card done. Aren't they cute? Okay, let's take a look at the third project now, which is this adorable little, it's a little it's a little milk carton. Can you see that here? It becomes a little milk carton. Okay, so let's put this together. So that is this. Okay, so the first thing that I like to do is I like to fold up on all the score lines. And I like to use my bone folder. Let's just get rid of some of these little backings here. So I'm going to grab my bone folder, and I'm just going to crease up. These are the bottom. This is the bottom of the box. These are the flaps. Okay, and then this is this narrow tab here. This is your glue tab to close the box. And then you want to fold over this top fold here. Now I'm not going to secure and close this because now this piece here with the scallop on it, that becomes the top of the box where you're going to put some ribbon through. We're going to actually use this linen thread that they provided. If you want to swap the linen thread out and put some ribbon, you can do that. And they also have the holes in here, and all you need to do is pop these out. And I think I see somebody join. Hi, Judy. Nice of you to pop in. I've been feeling a little bit lonely tonight. Okay, so let's pop these out. Okay. Okay, so I think I have everything folded except for this back. Oh no, I did that. Okay, now you can see how there is these gables, and you don't necessarily have to fold these right now. They will actually fold pretty well on their own. I'm pretty confident about that. Okay, so it tells you in the instructions where to put. This is where you use this tear and tape. This is really good for box making because it's a very strong tape. And it is showing us that we want some tear and tape on this narrow flap on the side. And we want it on this tab at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over like in the picture. So I'm going to put tear and tape on this whole flap here. This is what I refer to as the glue tab for a box. You always need a glue tab. Okay, so and you always want to put your tape as close to that folded edge as possible. And this is called tear and tape because you can just tear it off. And then I like to really press it down and make sure that that glue sticks to the paper. And then you're going to take this adhesive strip off of it. Okay, and the diagram is also telling me that I need to put tape on this tab here. See, look how lovely that tape is. You just have to snap it off. Okay. So the first thing you do with a box is you're going to fold this over. Oh, I didn't fold these pieces on the sides. I did that one. I didn't do that one. Okay. Now, if you wanted to make more of these boxes, what I would suggest you do is you take a picture of this and then you work out the measurements. So take a picture of it, and then on the picture, and take the picture with the white facing up. Take a picture of it and then work out your measurements and put the measurements on there. And then you'll be able to reproduce this box very easily. Okay. So now when I want to close this, I'm going to just take this tape off. Okay. And just close that down. And then when you close this down, it should fold over exactly where it needs to go. And then give it a good rub to secure it. Okay. So there you go. There's your box. So then what you're going to do is you're going to close your tabs. The two short tabs are the side tabs. And then find the tab that has the tape on it, which is this one. So it's going to fold over like that. Okay. So I'm going to, it obviously, you know, it needs, they've only put tape on this one. Did they put tape anywhere else? Oh, yes, they flipped it over and put tape on it, but it's not too late. I'm going to put a piece of tape right on here. Or you can always use your liquid glue. In the diagram, it did show you to tell you to flip the box over and then put more tape on that tab. That's okay. You can learn from my mistakes and then learn how to fix it. So I'm going to take this tape off here too. Okay. So now I'm going to close my box. And I'm using my fingers to hold the box square. Okay. And then I turn it over and I use my bone folder and I just rub inside the bottom to get the box to be glued together. Okay. And then On the sides where you see the gables, you're going to pinch, and you'll see how they will fold in. You see, we didn't have to fold those. See how it folded in? Look how adorable that is. Look how adorable that is. And that all those holes have come together to have 2 holes here. And this is where you would thread in your what we call linen thread. Here it is here. So you would thread this through. Now I'm going to tell you a little tip that I use when I'm doing threading. Sometimes it might be a bit frustrating to get the thread through the holes, especially if it's a thicker ribbon. So I went to the drugstore and I purchased, see if I can find them in here, right here. I purchased these floss, I don't know what they're called, but you use these, people who have, teenagers who have braces, they use this to push. So you put your floss in here and they use this to thread the floss through their teeth. So you can use the same thing for your linen thread. So I'm going to grab my linen thread, and I don't know how much I need, so I'm not going to take it off the spool. So what I do is I put it through like that. Okay, just make yourself a long enough tail. Okay, and I just hold it like that. Now, is there a front of this box? Okay, how to tell where the front of the box is, or I should say the back of the box. The back of the box is where that glue tab. So this is all one piece except for where that glue tab. If you look, see there's no seam there, no seam there, no seam there, but there's a seam here. So the seam is the back. This is where the seam is. That's the back of the box. Okay. And so you will use this, and you can then easily thread this through the hole. So you pull it through, see that, and pull your thread through, and then pull my thread through the other side. Look how easy that was. And then you can take this off, and then you've got your ribbon to tie it. Okay, that's how you would tie the box. Now you could put this through double if you wanted to. I find this linen thread is okay, but I might do ribbon just to give it a little bit more pizzazz. Now it will tell you how much thread that you need. You need 18 inches, and also convenient with the directions is it gives you a ruler. Look at the ruler. So yeah, the thread is 18 inches. So that's the full width of the instructions. Okay. And that gives you enough to thread it through and tie the bow. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is we've decided where our front of the box is. I'm not going to tie it. I haven't bought any Easter treats yet, but I can definitely finish decorating. So I'm just going to remove this now from my box. I won't do this now because I have to go and get some of those mini. I love those candy coated mini Easter eggs. Okay, so again, where's the back of my box? There's the back. So on the front now, we are putting on a little bunny and a chick. Here they are. Here's the bunny and the chick. These are for the boxes. Oh, so cute. Floss threader. Thank you, Judy. You're always there to my rescue. Okay, so we're putting this little bunny on with dimensionals. This is how I craft. I put stuff everywhere, not in a consistent spot. So there's my dimensionals. So we're going to put one on his head and one here, and we're going to put one here. Okay, so there's our little bunny. Now, if you have any other stamp sets with grass in it, particularly if you have a stamp set with dies that has a grass die, you could so easily put some grass die up here. So cute. Okay, where's the back of my box? There's the back of my box. This is the front of my box right here. Okay. Now, oddly enough, actually, there's the back there. This box is not made the way I make a box. Because when I have the front and the back of the box, my tabs go the other way, but I won't confuse you. That's the seam. So this is the front. Okay, we're going to put this bunny right here. He's right down at the bottom like so. Okay, look how cute that is. And there's your third project. Very cute. And this also has 3 of the gemstones on here. So let's put those on. So we've got one here with a small one next to it. Okay. And then I think we have one other one down here. Whoops. Oh, sometimes you will lose the adhesive on these. So all you have to do is grab, now I have some smaller glue dots here. And so what I will do is I'll take a smaller glue dot and put it on here. Take the backing off, and then I'm going to pick up this gemstone and stick it on the glue dot. There you go. I'm just going to stick my finger in there and press it. Okay, so there is your adorable little box ready for treats. That'll be a lot of Easter eggs in there. And you could put a little cellophane bag in there as well. You could put mini chocolate bars in there too. I need to go to our drugstore that I like to shop in that has the most selection of candy, I think, is London Drugs. So I'll have to pop over there and get some Easter treats. All right, so that wasn't too difficult tonight. That was fairly good instructions. The instructions are all in color. They used to be black and white. So here we have our first card. Here we have our second little mini slimline card. So adorable. And we have our little box, treat box. Beautiful springtime colors. You're right, Judy. You're funny. Yeah, we're pretty persnickety when it comes to box making, aren't we? Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to finish these cards. I will post some pictures, and then I'm going to delve into doing some alternate projects as well. I'm going to go take a peek at what other people have been doing with this. So thank you, Judy, for watching. Thank you, everyone else who watches the replay. And I will be back on Thursday night for another Case the Caddy. Thank you and good night.